Sup, my name is Rui for TheCouncilNetwork, and welcome to the Season 3, Episode 19 Ninja Turtle Discussion Review. Careful for spoilers if you have yet to see the episode, but this episode is called Turtles in Time, and it is pretty damn cool. I actually like this episode. Now, we've been on like a 4-month hiatus from Ninja Turtles, so I know my 4-year-old was just having a fit about it. But Brunette made her appearance in this episode. If you don't know who Brunette is, there's a picture on your screen. She was voiced by Ashley Johnson, who also voices Tara from Teen Titans and Ellie from The Last of Us. Those are just the two I can remember off the top of my head. So, her and Greg Cipes always seem to have funny roles together in a way when they're on the same show. If you've seen that with Teen Titans, Beast Boy and Tara, and now with Mikey and Brunette. So that played off on this episode too, and that was also really cool to see. But Brunette was being chased by Salvanti, who was trying to get the Time Scepter. Throwback to the third movie, if you remember that Time Scepter. That's what they should have done with that movie, and then it wouldn't have been the worst Ninja Turtle movie. Yes, I see it as the worst Ninja Turtle movie. We'll eventually have a top countdown of that too, just to put that in stone. But Brunette's characterization was just hilarious. You know, she came out in the episode and you're just like, okay, this has got to be a filler episode, right? No, not really. She says things like, oh, this is so much cooler than meeting Genghis Khan, Billy the Kid, and I forgot the last one she said. But it was just really cool to see that, you know, she's like mentioning all these things. And she's like, groovy, daddy-o, or that's so cold. Or wait, is that right? Like, she had that moment because, you know, she's a time traveler in the future and she's going back to the past. And from her time, Ninja Turtles, they're, you know, legends. If you remember the 2003 series, which is personally one of my favorites, they had the Turtles in Time arc, which was a whole season, like a whole season or two was Turtles in Time. Eventually I gotta go back and watch and do episode reviews, but basically there was it felt like there was a few nods to that, but we didn't get all the nods, so that's okay. Props for a clock tower scene that reminded me of Spider-Man 2. That I know that wasn't a thing, you know, meant to be in this episode, but it was cool to see that final like fight with Salvanti, and how Donnie actually got a moment in, and Donnie wasn't falling for a girl, and it was Mikey this time, so that was cool to see. That was cool. Cliffhanger we did get at the end was that they were basically in feudal Japan, so we're probably going to see Shredder's origins, which makes me believe that this may be the final season we see. Like, they're going to beat Shredder this time, or they'll beat him in Season 4 when they come back from Dimension X, because that was confirmed. Like I said, careful for spoilers. So Season 4, they're going to Dimension X. So maybe they get beat by Shredder. He, you know, teams up with the Krang or something. Because the Krang are still out there. Let's be honest, they're still out there. So it's just a theory that, you know, they'll get put into Dimension X and have to go through that whole thing and meet Lord Drake. And Lord Drake will go and be a giant, you know, protagonist for like 9 episodes and go from there. So it's just kind of a wait and see. I, for one, am very happy the episodes are back. There's only like 5 more episodes to the season. It's kind of crazy to think that. And then they'll announce, hey, this is, you know, the Season 4. Like, it's hard to believe that we're on Season 4. Like, you know, coming up on Season 4 already. And we just got confirmation for Season 5, which is always a good thing. Whenever a show gets more seasons, it's always a good thing. Especially with Ninja Turtles. Me, for one, I personally hope it just keeps going. And I'd be cool with it. But I want to see some more Shredder, goddammit. Like, after 4 months on break and seeing Karai be evil, and there was like no Karai, no Shredder, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see new characters come in, but I wanted to see the stuff with Shredder just take more priority here because of the fact, and I think it will in the next episode. It just seems like, you know, it's one of those things that should take more priority to build up, and I know this is a, you know, a TV show, CGI, compared to something like Arrow, but I'm gonna mention Arrow here. With Arrow, there's a lot of build-up to the next season, even in the season currently ongoing in the build-up for the villains. Now, they have an hour per episode, and Ninja Turtles only has a half hour. But if we look back at the 2003 version, you know, the stories were just, like, expansive. You know, expansion, like 30 minutes. And you gotta watch, like, 7 parts to get that one thing. It was like watching a comic book. I think that's, for me, part of the reason why I enjoy it so much. But this episode was really good regardless, and having them travel through time was funny to watch. It really was. I kind of wish that And I know this is just me going out there. I kind of wish that they would have went to the future instead of just the past, and they would have seen themselves in the future, kind of like a throwback to the 2003's Turtles in Time. Fast Forward. I know not everyone's the biggest fan of Fast Forward, but honestly, I think that would have been pretty cool, like a little nod to see. Or maybe a mention of Venus, you know, because she's from their past kind of thing, but she got erased. Anyway, I like this episode a lot. I give it like an 8.5 out of 10 if I was going to rate it. I kind of wanted more shorter, to be honest. I kind of want the plot to move more to the season finale. And I don't want the season finale to feel like season finale 2 and 1, you know, all over again, repeated. I don't want that one to feel something different. And hopefully Karai gets back on Team Turtle, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Reed for the Council Network. If you enjoyed our content's very varied. There's some WWE content coming up and some video game discussion talk coming up too. So if you're down with that, then make sure to follow us on Twitter to get all the uploads that come here. You can basically follow the links from Twitter, and you'll know when they come out. I'm Reed for the Council Network. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy our content.